Before I mount one of these beautiful aromatic cedar rounds to my lathe, I'm going to fill some voids, cracks, and imperfections with some Starbond premium superglues. I selected a cedar round that already had black imperfections. I filled some of the larger cracks in this piece with a thick viscosity CA glue. It has a slow flow, slow curing time, and is a great gap filler. This gave me the time I needed to position the glue before adding an accelerator. This allowed me to speed up the cure time, leaving a small recess on the bottom and the top of each of the cracks so I can fill it with a black CA glue, which is a rubber toughened formula with high impact ability. The applicator tips, all you have to do is wipe them off. Just use safety precautions, especially with CA glues and cotton and wool, as well as proper ventilation. I also really like the needle in the cap for anti-clogging. The black CA glue came out fantastic. It stands out, but it is very natural looking. It was easy to sand. It was nice to work with, came out smooth, and it gives me a lot of ideas for future projects. Currently, you can also purchase a white and a brown CA glue. I cut off a pen-sized blank of purple heartwood to use for the post of the jewelry stand. The tenon left over from the jam chuck also will act as a strong joint tenon for the post of the jewelry stand. I applied Starbond's medium CA glue. It has a viscosity of motor oil, which really makes it a great general all-purpose glue, and it's really strong. For better access to the tight corner, I switched over to my homemade tool rest. If you've ever seen me use these bar tool rests before, this is why I use them, to get into very small places. They work very well, even on hollow forms. Safety tip: always keep watch of your knuckles and your fingers around the spinning edges. I also tried out the extension tips or micro tips. They're great for hard to reach spots and for precision work. They worked great. Each bottle comes with a bunch of these. And when you put these over the applicator, it's a really snug fit. I used the Starbond's thin viscosity CA glue to ensure that the bark would not come off the round, and it worked very well. It dried fast, made its way into all the little crevices, and it was strong. I rubbed the bark edges many times and nothing came off. As for the finish on this project, I started with 2 base coats of a 3-pound cut of shellac with buffing and a light sand after each coat. I also cleaned up the bottom and applied the shellac and added some rubber feet. I ended with 3 coats of an acrylic spray finish with a light sand in between each coat. I do like all of the Starbond glues. definitely high quality glue. I've used these glues, especially the medium CA glue, on various projects around the house, not just wood turning. I dropped and cracked my center finder, which is now fixed. I dropped my bit case, which is now fixed. I've tried it as a finish and it works well. I also tried the thick viscosity CA glue as a glue block, and that worked well. And if you're interested in just trying out the black CA and the accelerator, they do have a kit that you can purchase just with these two. So if you do want to try out any of the Starbonds, I put a code in the description that'll give you 10% off as a thank you. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this show. Stay safe in your shop at all times. Thank you and take care.